Sometimes in life, I think you need to have a good look at yourself.
Why?
It helps get in touch.
With what?
Our feelings. Have you ever asked the question, do I love myself?
No, not really. Anyway, this is getting heavy. So what other questions would you like to ask?
Tell me about your birth.
Can't remember really. I know my mum was there.
Duh.
Nah, he wasn't there. But I know later he reckons that the day that I was born, Mount Vesuvius erupted, that it was the coldest winter's day in British history, and England lost the ashes to Australia.
What did your parents think of your arrival?
Look, I think generally they were pretty happy, because you see they've been trying for 7 years to have a baby, me, and 7 years, good luck, eh? Mum reckons that when I was born I was really beautiful, although Dad wasn't so complimentary. He said to Mum, yeah, but if you seen his nose, he reckons my nose was like a giant strawberry. Like he's always having a go at my nose. He says my nose arrives at places a few seconds before the rest of my body. And he said he wouldn't mind my nose filled with whiskey. I've always told him I prefer to drink out of a glass.
Just looking at you, I think he was right.
You can talk. Kettle calling the pot black.
I think you're a bit mixed up there. Anyway, what's your earliest memory?
I remember trying to fly.
Really? Were you successful?
Well, you see, my parents were quite religious. Mum was an Irish Catholic, and she reckoned if I prayed for God for anything, then that prayer would come true. So I prayed to God that I could fly. And one morning I was praying and then I stood on the bed and I jumped off the bed and I tried to fly and I face planted onto the carpet, squishing my nose. I started to cry. Mum came in and said, "Why are you crying?" I said, I started to fly. I was praying to God that I could fly, and it didn't happen.
What did your mum say?
And Mum reckons if God wanted me to fly, he'd give me wings.
Did you ever try again?
No. But later in life I wrote a poem about it.
Can you recite it for us today?
Sure. When I was a little boy, I prayed to God that I could fly. I wanted to soar with the birds so high. But I'm kind of glad that I didn't try, because at the time we lived 4 stories high and I could die if I tried to fly from so high. But now I know in life I can do anything, even fly. How cute. Although it pays to bring along a parachute.
Nice. Anyway, time is running out.
Running out? I've only just been born.
No, for the interview. Nice talking to you. But remember.
Remember what?
Remember that I love you.
Love you too.